Hi! Over there. Hello. What's up? Hi. Welcome to Salty Sweet Games, where we shenanigan, sob, and smooch our way through tabletop role-playing games and scream our way through video games sometimes. I'm Salty.
And I'm sweet.
And these various assorted spices are our friends. This is a new angle. Ooh, yes. I got a shelf. My daughter jar is over there, in case you were missing her. I need to angle this a little more down, so I don't I need to be up. Hi, hello. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, our long-running Pulp Cthulhu campaign. That's right. Thank you, cast, for that hype train. Hello, everyone. Hello. Are there things I need to say? I feel like I pulled up my notes and I've now abandoned them. Oh, do you like the title of this episode? It's pretty good. Before we go around and meet everyone and their characters, they're some of their new characters. We have some announcements. First off, a ton of thanks to our sponsors, starting with Roll20, our virtual tabletop of choice, which unites gamers across any distance with easy-to-use tools that run straight from your web browser for free. We are part of their Spotlight program, which highlights indie tabletop creators all across the interwebs. Roll20Con is next weekend, 12th through the 14th. There's going to be some really cool games. I will be modding all weekend, so come say hi. Also, we are affiliates with Dice Envy and Grinding Coffee Co. Dice Envy makes awesome dice. They have a Kickstarter right now for their Wild Shape Druid sets, and Grinding Coffee Co. makes delicious coffee. We have, yes, affiliate the links and discount codes. Oh, good, Cloudbot's dead. That's fine. But they will be popping up shortly. Otherwise, they are down below in the panels down there. Good. What else do I have to say? Thanks for hanging out, y'all. October and November are notoriously slow months here on Twitch, and we appreciate you being here with us. If you would like to affect... Oh, there you are, Cloudbot. If you'd like to affect the game, all you have to do is go down to the Affect the Game panel. Click it. It'll take you to our Streamlabs tip jar. And there are all sorts of fun things you can gift. Like an Eldritch gift. That's pretty fun. A reroll for when, the Eldritch gods are not listening to what we want them to do, which is frankly rude. Anyway, what are we doing? We here at Salty Sweet Games use safety tools, did you know? Lines, veils, X, N, and O cards, stars and wishes, and content warnings, because while the characters may be put through hell or have their minds invaded by an ancient alien race, the players are here to have fun, and they are our priority always. Without further ado, let's meet them. Kienna, how's it going? What's up?
Going good. We are on a certain energy this morning,
What are you
I
talking
think.
about? I've been watching a lot of Bailey Sarian murder mystery and makeup, so I'm feeling very chatty. That's all.
She's so chatty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Kienna. I'm the tweet of the channel. My pronouns are she and they. But today I am playing Irene Blackwell, whose pronouns are she and her. She's a forger. She just lost her closest person in her life
Mm-hmm.
to fucking Nyarlathotep.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's
Sounds
great.
fine.
We love it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she sees things real good, which is great in this place.
Yeah. It's always good to see things. Great. Somehow Summer and Allie got switched. Let me fix them. Please don't mess everything up. Boom! Allie, what's up?
Hey, I'm Allison. I play Ganymede Graves' adventure scientist, who I don't know if y'all recall. I don't know if it's gonna make it into if it's a big enough deal to make it into the recap here in a minute, but I did one shot an Eldritch Horror last week.
You did not one shot it. Two of your friends also shot it.
I I did it myself.
You 6/8'd it. Good job.
That's not how math works.
Yes, it is.
I'm ready for this. Let's do this.
Excellent. Summer, hi, look at your new character art.
Oh my god, look at her. Oh my god, she's beautiful. I think she's over here.
Stunning.
She's stunning. Look at her hair. It's fucking perfect. Her face, her lips, her nose. When I saw the sketch, I said her nose is perfect. Obsessed. Hi, I'm Summer. I use she, her pronouns, and today I am playing Ava Cowles, who also uses she, her pronouns. And who is she? We're just finding out. I think it's like hard. I know that she's perfect. That's all. But that's innate to all of my characters. They're all flawless and perfect in every single way. She's going through some trauma TM because her dad just died. And also maybe she's got some like telekinesis. We haven't seen it yet because she's like going through it, but we might soon. Who knows?
I certainly don't.
No, me either.
Certainly
There's no way to know when it'll come up.
Good. And last but not least, with a glaring failure on the screen below me, Eli, what's up? How you doing?
Hey folks, I'm Eli. I use he and they pronouns. Today I'm playing Professor Winston Finn, who also uses he and they pronouns, and you can call him Winnie. Winnie definitely is not having a mental breakdown right now or on the verge of one. I don't know who told y'all that, but they're completely fine, completely mentally stable, not dealing with double loss or anything. It's great. It's fine. We're good. But yeah.
It sounds like it's great and fine and good. Great, fine, good. The campaign so far. The investigators came together over the death of their good friend Jackson Elias, who was investigating the infamous Carlisle expedition, the members of which were all formerly presumed dead. That led him, and now you all, to a conspiracy involving various death cults around the world. Many names, many forms, but all the same end to one end. Great. You know that these cults are amassing in specific locations around the globe and working together to build a machine, an airborne machine that will rupture and taint the sky to open the gate for their god, Nyarlathotep. You have figured out that the date of the machine's launch will coincide with the solar eclipse on January 14th, 1926, a little over half a year from now, and that a great ritual will be performed in precise synchronicity with the launch. You are currently in Australia to find the origin or backup of this machine, which has taken you into the outback to an ancient underground city. Last episode, after Charlie's sudden disappearance, an enormous toad-like bat swooped down upon the investigators, but Ganymede made quick work of it. It's in my notes. Irene grieved her missing friend with Ganymede, and all the ladies, including a sharply focused Ava, hurried after a vengeful Winnie. They followed a less well-traveled path to an oversized stone building, which seemed to be partly storage for pieces of the airborne machine's origin. Another room contained an alien console connected to chromium headsets that Ganymede began to investigate. Meanwhile, Winnie headed to the last room, which was contained behind some kind of electrical field. They disarmed it and came face to face with a 10-foot-tall, cone-bodied, clawed, and tentacled being named Kakakatak, who spoke to them telepathically. The group agreed to free her in exchange for her guidance through the city and her knowledge of Robert Houston, who it seems has been thinking about Professor Winnie Finn lately. Wow. So, as this being glides past you, because that's really what she does. She glides as she moves. You can't see feet under her body, really. So she kind of almost seemingly floats down through the building and the ramp outside. What do you do?
Ava is just like going directly after, like takes like hesitates for a second to look at the others and then just follows after. She's like, I don't need nobody right now. I've got my alien. I'm like good to go.
Yeah, I think Winnie gets out their gun, but isn't pointing it at anything, just like wants to have it ready just in case somebody fucks around. But we'll follow right after.
Okay.
Ganymede's hard to read as you look to her, Ava. You just see this look of grim determination and I don't think this is such a good idea on her face. But she follows along. She's at the ready, of course, and taking in as much as she can about this creature. Just trying to learn what she can from observing it.
Mm-hmm. Irene?
Yeah. Sorry. Irene is definitely just kind of following along, I think. More interested in the surroundings than I think this friend question mark. I think she's just more interested in where they're going, what type of structure, anything strange on the walls, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you follow Kakakatak. And she leads you into a building not too far away, very similar to the one you've been inside. And she heads over to a seemingly dead end, a blank wall. And she runs one of her appendages over it. And like a panel in the wall slides down. You can hear like the kind of grinding of stone and metal. And inside, there are a few, they almost look like cameras to your eyes. Yeah, that's exactly what they would look like. Kind of these rectangular boxes with like the extension from the cameras of this time coming out the front. But there's not a lens there. There's like a metal opening. And there are handles kind of on the back of it. And she starts taking them out and kind of looking them over.
Ganymede just says out loud, "What are you doing with those?"
Examining them to see if they're charged. All in your head, of course.
Of course. The shotgun barrels come up. And I'm still speaking out loud to it, like it matters, but
yeah.
But I say, charged for what?
In case we run across the polyps.
The what?
You have been fortunate so far. I see. She stops communicating. She stops moving. She's not doing anything now. Everybody make listen checks.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm good at listening.
That's right.
I'm good at hearing. I hear so much. I hope. We can
Success.
only hope I do. Okay, hold
Fail.
on. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an 8.
Holy
So it's extreme.
shit.
Extreme.
Fantastic. So this reaches Ava first and Winnie last, but once you know what you're listening for, you'll be able to hear it. Ava, it's that whistling again. That Doppler effect whistling that doesn't sound like it's obviously not somebody actually whistling it. More like the sound of air through a cave, but like oddly out of sync with the other sounds here.
So it's like, because we've noticed before, it sounds like it's moving. So
With your extreme, it sounds like it's below you.
okay. Yeah, I think Ava just kind of really focuses up and is listening intently and kind of glances downward. Something that would hurt us.
Oh, yes. It would even hurt me. They were part of the reason my people have been wiped out.
How many of you are left?
In this time, there is just me.
Ganymede cannot help but smile. Are there any more of those camera-shaped boxes laying around?
Yeah. You just have to walk up to her, ask nicely.
Do I have to ask? Can I not just take one?
Do you walk up and try to take one?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Her claw comes out. She doesn't grab you with it. She's not pincering you, but blocks your hand. I should explain how to use this.
Ganymede doesn't move, but just sort of looks up. And she says, I should explain that it appears that your claw is made of a chitinous substance of some kind. It doesn't appear to be all that thick. I'm fairly certain that my axe could cut through it, so if you value it, don't do that again.
I think Winnie, like, under his breath, just is like, Ganymede.
She looks over her shoulder at you and it's a sort of a deep sigh, and then looks back at Kakakatak and says, so how do they work? That look on your face right now.
She holds one in her two claws, which felt very, very strong. And you can see up close, yeah, it's like has lens and billows protruding from it. But the case has like these nodules and growths on it. It's like 24 by 12 inches. I think she is going to... She will demonstrate. I actually have a picture. Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of the title though, since it would be unwise to tell you now. Let's go to this overlay. Hey. So that's what it looks like. And she shows you basically where the trigger is. She says, "It would be unwise to waste the charges. In this time, it would take more time than we have to load them."
What type of energy does it use? Is it electrical?
The being kind of inclines her head to indicate yes.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
sure
look
you
at it a little
would.
bit.
You rude person trying to give you a present, and you're just so rude. Yeah, make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Ganymede.
A
Nice.
regular success.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been probably a bad idea to mess around with it without a little lesson. Yes, it does appear to fire an electrical charge. You looking at the controls on the back, you see you can fire more than one charge at once if you want to increase the intensity, but there is no way to recharge it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you would like one, the base starts at 25% because Kakak Attack is teaching you. And then we roll for the charges.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm thinking of giving you a minus, though.
Because I'm a bad girl?
Yeah. Yes. I'm thinking about it. So if you would like one, you can use one. There is a slight risk involved, just to put it out there.
Okay.
I want one.
Yeah.
Gib.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay. So Ava's taking one, Ganymede's taking one. What about Winnie and Irene?
I guess I'll take one. Shakily.
Okay. So what about you, Irene?
Irene doesn't like touching weird shit.
Sure, I won't either. So the rest of you, base 25.
Where should we put this, you think?
In your, weapons.
Cool.
Yeah. It has its own skill, so it's like firearms, but it's lightning gun model B.
Lightning gun?
Yeah. The charges are 1d20 plus 3.
Say that again. 1d what plus 20?
1d20 plus 3.
1d20 plus 3.
Presents.
Ooh. Ooh. That's not bad.
Nice. Nice.
12.
Cool. Okay. Remember, if you decide to use these, You have a 25% chance, and if you use more than 4 charges at a time, you have a certain percentage chance of burning it out. That's what you need to know and what she takes the time to explain. I think, Winnie, do you want to make a psychology check? Okay.
Sorry, I'll spend the 5 luck.
Oh,
to
sure.
succeed.
Okay. The way that Kakakatak is describing this, even communicating telepathically the details she's going into, you think she genuinely fears these creatures? Like, more, it's an intense level of fear that I don't think that anyone else really picks up on. But because you were the first person to communicate with her and communicate the longest, you're able to parse that.
Yeah. Are they everywhere, easy to spot?
You will certainly know they're coming. The sound and the wind.
Well, best way to protect all of us, I guess.
Now, where would you like to go?
Ava kind of turns to the rest of the group. What's the best way to stop these people here? Do you know?
Ganymede hefts the lightning gun and says, I imagine one of these would do quite well.
It's been a lot of direct confrontation.
So they were headed to the explosion. They'll be back at the camp, right? Is that what you've been doing? You just face them head on, and I think she'll kind of turn to Kakakatak. Say, you said they were being controlled.
Many of them, yes.
And you know by who?
The man Houston.
Is he down here?
You see her bug-like eyes kind of cloud over, and she's silent for a long time. And they return back. Yes, he is returned to the excavation site down here.
What is he excavating?
My city. Our planet.
I think probably Ganymede and Irene would notice the like nervousness come across Winnie. Maybe Ava as well. But he tries to just like shove it down and say, well, what's our best method of... I don't want to destroy everything that they're doing and destroy your stuff in the process. So is there a best route that we should take to do that?
Like carefully removing a parasite.
Yes.
It could be advantageous for us to take Houston alive. There's certainly information that he has that would prove helpful to us.
Is the device on him that he's using to control these people?
Yes.
Well, I guess. And when he looks at us, the group, that'd be our starting point, I guess. Find Houston.
Hey, thank you, Hawk. Everybody gets a reroll to your vitamins.
Ooh.
I need it. Spicy vitamin.
Seriously.
I've been hoarding them.
Surprise, surprise.
Well then. Shall we find Mr. Houston then?
Wherever he is, that's where everything else is going to be. So,
You
either
take
way,
us
I think
to-
we'll run into him.
Stay close. Do as I say.
I think Winnie looks directly at Ganymede.
Ganymede holds your eyes for a moment, kind of that same determined face, but then she smiles, and I think she even winks at you. After you, then.
Fantastic. So, you begin to move once more through the city. Let's have sanity checks.
Big fail, baby.
Nice, nice. Some fails. We love to see it. We rarely get it.
Yeah, my sanity's bad.
I got a success.
That is
I have
good.
no willpower.
Oh, wait. I know how to do this.
You know how.
I work there. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, that will be 2 points for those of you who failed, as just the kind of oppressive nature of being so far underground in such an alien space creeps over you. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's my motto. Okay. So,
As we're going,
yeah.
as we're going, I'm I'm looking around, I'm with the archaeologist's eye here, right? At carvings or markings on the walls or floors or ceiling, or on the buildings as we pass them. Just trying to learn everything that I can as we move through this very ancient place.
Are you pretty obvious about it? Like,
Yeah.
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 So as you do, just you, Ganymede, in your mind here. Are you curious, young one?
And I will, in my mind, then, well, yes, of course, I'm curious. I have a curiosity about all ancient things.
But you treat me with such disdain.
I haven't decided if you're a threat yet.
I am an observer at heart.
You must understand that all of this and at that moment it's just images of all of the different eldritch creatures that we've seen and the blueprints of the machine and all of this is quite new to most of us. And with that naturally comes a great deal of fear.
Natural for you, perhaps.
You have no fear.
There's no answer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wonderful. Awesome. I love it.
But make me an intelligence check.
Sure. An extreme.
I literally was like, if you get an extreme, roll a d6. Jesus. You can, as you're passing through and traveling for a long time with Kakakatak, add a new skill, Read Yithian. You get 6% in it.
This only encourages more of this kind of behavior.
I know.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. At one point, as you are traveling, you come upon rubble. Just not sure from what, but just rocks and such strewn across your way, and you see Kakakatak have to stop along the path that she's leading you, and she kind of turns her whole body back towards you. I need assistance crossing.
How can we best assist you?
Clear the way. And I mean, it is like major rubble. Like you could probably, all of you could decently make it across, probably with a few cuts and scrapes, but you see just like how her body is composed, that climbing is not on the agenda.
Right. Is is the rubble, is it of the kind of, is it like the size that we could take time to move pieces?
Yeah.
I assume we could also blow it up perhaps, but that seems like it might be
Seems
an
like a
unwise
bad
course of
idea.
action.
Yeah, seems like not so wise.
Yeah,
We gotta save that dynamite. We only got one.
that's right.
We need that for other things.
Ganymede is never afraid of hard work, pretty accustomed to from this sort of thing, from growing up on a ship, and she'll I think put down the lightning gun and step forward and start trying to move pieces that she can to begin to clear away.
Winnie will as well, also just looking out for like anything suspicious in this rubble pile that might try to kill us or anything.
Yeah. Let's see. I want a group luck roll.
Scared.
Nice. Oh.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Can't believe that.
Wow.
Wow.
Forget about it.
Forget
Do it,
about
do
it.
I failed by 3 points.
Regular, fail, extreme. I guess it'll be Winnie. Winnie and the team of Winnie and Irene. So as the two of you are helping clear the path, something comes loose and several things begin to fall quite loudly. You also, I mean, it helps in a way, but also, let's see, the two of you are gonna take
Love this.
just a 1 point of damage as these rocks fall. And it kind of rings out along the corridors, and Kakakatak holds up one of her claws. Silence. Make a listen check. Oh, why did it do
The
that?
fuck?
I don't know why it did that. Oh, okay.
Why?
That's so bizarre. I don't
Well,
know.
it's fine. I'll just roll.
Yeah.
It's a D10 minus 1, right?
Just a D10.
No, I'm pretty, because you can't roll a 0 on a D10.
Oh, right.
So,
Nice.
not better, but that's fine.
Cool. So, hard success and extreme. The whistling. It's closer. And it might be getting closer as well.
Direction?
Below coming up. Also, just to establish, the line of lights hasn't been with you for a bit.
Silently Ava is just going to like make a gesture with her hand and be like, we need to move faster.
How much more work do we need to do to clear out a path for Kakakatak?
You can try to help her over at this point. I think that last bit kind of dislodged it because you had an extreme, so a little bad, little good, kind of dislodged it. So you would just have to help her at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, would definitely help her.
I would probably ask permission. Probably mentally, right? Telepathically. May we touch you?
She inclines her head.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll do it.
Yeah. You're helping, and is somebody else?
I will too.
Okay. Both of you, I think I want climb checks.
Climb.
Jeez, who are you? Get out of here.
I'm Ganymede Graves, adventure scientist, darling.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. An extreme and a
You're taking all of the luck from the rest of the group. Fail, fail, fail.
So
I'm not a climber.
So you're moving at an all right pace, mostly because of Ganymede. And as you're kind of getting over to the other side, Kakakatak kind of freezes, and you all hear, hide, as the whistling is much louder. There are kind of these, like, pathways, and they're big enough for her, because this whole place is made for someone of her size. Kind of off of this larger path that you've been on. So there are places should you choose to hide.
Yes, would love to.
We're hiding.
Yes.
All right. Give me some stealth checks.
Ready to fail?
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Hard success, thank God.
I'm gonna
Nice.
potentially use a reroll.
Hey,
Okay.
look at all of you.
Okay, we're good.
You've
I'll
gotten
use,
so much better.
if it will help, I'll use 2 to make that a hard success for mine.
That will definitely, I mean, I will not say no.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay. Yeah.
I have an idea too.
All right. So, how to describe what you see? As it passes by your hiding place, the whistling is so loud and it almost has this nauseating effect. They are not like any animal or plant you've ever seen. This thing, as it moves by, twists and forms. It looks almost like a moving tumor with multiple eyes and mouths. And there's this odd thing of it seeming to almost phase in and out of existence before your eyes. I have a little picture if you'd like to see it.
Sure, let's look. Let's take a gander.
Everybody would love to see this. That's
Love to see is an exaggeration, I would say.
I hate the teeth. Can I just say that?
Yeah,
I
the teeth
hate
So
the
bad.
teeth.
probably the
So
worst
bad.
part.
Stand it.
I hate it.
Let's have some sanity checks. Although if you would like to establish that you're not looking, I will let you, of course. Just who wants to miss out on the opportunity to describe these things? But if you were looking, let me know.
No, I do not keep it together.
Can I use the 1 luck and make it a success?
I think usually not for sanity,
Okay.
but
I couldn't remember.
But
No, that's
I don't.
fine.
I don't think I've ever said no to y'all on that before. So go ahead. I don't care. So, who failed? Okay. So the rest of you take 3. Do you want to roll or me, Summer?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, the luck! The luck!
Whee!
I don't even.
Thank God. Oof, that's bad. I'm glad I let you do it.
Me
You
too.
rolled the max and the minimum. I'm so proud.
But tell me what your failure looks like.
Damn, she's so the only thing keeping her moving forward, like the only thing that has kept her in this is like, I have to do this for my dad. Like I have to push forward and like make sure that nobody else gets hurt. Like it's kind of like what she's like latched onto, to help her through like just a full breakdown, right? This is like seeing Kikak attack, like that's really rough. It was still not fun. She's been taking like hits left and right to her like willpower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing this horrific creature, and not only like does it look horrifying, but this like glitching in and out, like phasing in and out of existence, right? It fucks with her mind so badly, right? And I think that she does, like she looks at it, but then she like crouches back down into her hiding spot and like closes her eyes, and the rest of you would see her kind of like knees up to her chest, like just buries her face like against her knees, not looking anymore. Like she's like basically willing it away. She can't, yeah, she can't deal with that. She's just like waiting quietly, dead silent.
I think as this thing kind of almost seemingly inspecting the area where you all were, as it starts to move, I think maybe a creature from outside, maybe one of the bats even with a hurt wing on the ground, and you see this thing kind of move towards the sound, and there's this like gust of wind that blows off of it toward the bat, but as it hits the bat, it is stripped of its flesh. And then the thing kind of fully phases out, and you can no longer see it. You hear the whistling, and the whistling slowly moves away. And Winnie, I mean, you can fully tell Kakakatak's fear, even not really having a grasp on, like, the facial expressions of a Yith. It's very obvious. She was like clutching onto the gun like it was her only lifeline.
I shakily leave my hiding spot after it passes and just like try to take stock of the rest of the group. Is everyone okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Are you all right?
No. But let's keep going, I guess.
Kakakatak takes the longest, I think, along with Ava, to like move.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ava is like very still for like a pretty long time. And you would like be able to like very quietly hear her kind of shakily taking deep breaths. Like it's very much like this like motion sickness head between your knees type thing, right? Like where she's just trying to breathe and like compose for
I think
a minute.
Winnie would like go up to Ava and just try to help calm her down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like, you know, she is 21 years old. Like she's young and going through it like in so many ways, and it takes like a minute, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes for her to get up.
Okay. Kakakatak eventually rises and gains confidence as you begin moving again. You, on the other side of the rubble, come to not too long after the electrical lights kind of resume again. It seems like the rubble had interrupted them, or they had gone up to that point, decided not to move the rubble, but you eventually come to light again, and you enter a plaza. They're enormous octagonal halls with featureless walls and ceilings, but the floors radiate this light. This one is red, kind of this soft red light. Maybe half a mile across. There are no electric lights in here, but you can see they resume on the other side. And Kakakatak moves through them confidently.
I say, I whisper, are we getting close?
We must pass their nursery first. The faces on the side of the screen.
Ganymede swallows hard.
Nursery for what?
Its purpose I could not say.
What's the best way through?
That is the most direct path. Okay.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Nursery. That's fine, probably.
Let's do it.
More walking. Time is a bit meaningless down here. You are finding yourselves very tired. I assume when you came off your camels and went to the camp, you still had some supplies with you, like what you could carry. Obviously,
Water.
Right, water.
Yeah.
You've definitely had to take breaks for that at this point. You think it could be the next day, at least. But hard to tell. So, as you walk and walk, you come to a wide level area where the electric lights go, and they encircle this dark pit. Seems to be about 200 feet wide. You can walk around, but there is no railing on the edge. And as you get closer, you hear cries, moans, and you can smell like something living. Irene, you swear you hear the cry of a baby. Okay.
Sick. Let's go. Woo.
Yeah, let's try to get around as fast as we can, I think.
Yeah, I think Ava like casually see her as they're walking, like moves her hands up to plug her ears.
Yeah.
Sure. Anybody want to look?
Not this time. Learn my
Oh,
lesson.
Yes, of course. I want to look.
Go look, Annie. Take a picture. It'll last longer.
So it's about 60 feet down. So, are you like shining a torch?
No, not at first. Can I see anything just in the darkness?
See movement.
Okay. To Kakakatak, I'll just think in hopes that she hears it. Are they sensitive to light?
Yeah, I think she keeps moving, and she replies, I'm sure they recognize it.
Then no, I don't shine the flashlight down. I just keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
I want to really bad, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So, walking, time is meaningless down here. But eventually, the lines of light kind of all seem, when you reach the end of this corridor, you can see others, and they all seem to kind of intersect at a new wood frame building. You can see lights turned on each of the structure's 3 floors. And distantly you can hear the sounds of like mining, like excavating farther on past this building. You see many footprints around here, like dozens of sets of footprints.
Is he in there?
Yes.
We'll see if we recap this. Winnie turns to the rest of the group. I don't know when the best time to let y'all know this would have been, but I'm letting you know now so that you're not shocked if someone says something to me. But just a reminder, I'm on your side and didn't know about any of this stuff until Irene told me on the boat. We're all friends here, right?
Yes. Winnie, It's a concerning preface that you have to make.
I just have to be sure we're all on the same page and no one's going to try to shoot me with an axed shotgun or something.
No, no one that I know, at least, Professor.
I know Dr. Houston personally. In a friend way. Or I guess former friend. We haven't really spoken in some time, but we were friends last we were together.
And you declined to mention that. Why?
I don't want to say I didn't think it was important, but it just... I didn't want to be associated with him. I mean, you all know what he's been doing and all of these things, and like after hearing some of the horrors of the situation, I just didn't... I didn't want more scrutiny to come across myself, but seeing as we are going to be looking in his face very soon, I figured it would be best to let you know now rather than wait until he says, Winnie, old friend, or some shit. I don't know. We're not friends anymore as far as I'm concerned.
What terms did you leave on?
Lauren?
Yeah.
Is it too much to say that we had a falling out, or is that...
I think that's absolutely fine. You know, there was some scandal right before he left with the Carlisle expedition. There was some... He was seeing one of his patients. Maybe that's what you had the falling out over. The scandal. And she then committed suicide.
That would be a reason to have a falling out, definitely.
Yeah.
It wasn't on good terms. He was being inappropriate with one of his patients, and I didn't agree with it. And he basically told me it was none of my business, and like I said, not on good terms.
Wonder if this could be used to our advantage in some way.
Sure. Anything I can do to help?
Does that include being bait, Professor?
That when he does a hard swallow, if it helps, I'm for it.
I imagine that Dr. Houston will have some awareness of us. And I think I look at Irene as I say that, just looking for some confirmation, like, right? Given everything that we've done?
Yes, all of these cults are connected with each other in some way, and we have been met with cults in other locations knowing about us since they've communicated or lost contact with England after we went there. I'm sure that won't be too much of a surprise for us to show up in their view.
Are we? Is it worth trying to take him alive? As I said, I imagine that there's a great deal that we could learn from him under the right conditions, but we are 1,000 feet underground, surrounded by his allies, mostly.
For now, as allies, Kakakatak did mention that a lot of them are under mind control, so if we can shut that down.
Yes. Yes. It's some kind of device, you said, I believe. Kakakatak, does he carry it on his person?
Sometimes the people here are so far gone that sometimes he no longer needs it for them. Though he has been trying to use it lately on someone new.
All right then.
I put my ear to the door we're standing in front of. Does it sound like there's people on the other side? Would hate for them to be listening to us while we're listening to them.
I need another group luck roll to determine something.
Yeah, just something casual.
Yeah,
Just
we
a
all
thing.
love these. Yay, look at that.
One
Killing
more,
it.
one more.
Uh-uh.
One more. Yay!
Hey, nice. You don't hear at least anything obvious. I think it's a wooden building. There are like creaks and such, but nobody's talking or walking, at least on this first floor that you can hear.
Do we go in? How exactly do you want me to be bait? Enemied? Safely, safe bait, please.
Well, it was just an idea, really. But even if it gave us a moment.
Maybe you just go in first. Talk to him. If you were friends once, right?
Yes. Close.
Yes. Yes.
Then maybe there is some of that person that you could connect with.
can try. And Winnie, God, Winnie hands the lightning gun to someone, just to like get it off of their person, and hides their handgun.
Mm-hmm.
Hate this, but I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Are you all following?
At a distance?
Okay. You open the door. It is not locked. Let's move you over here. Inside this room, you see lots of mining equipment. Winnie, arc lights, shovels, picks, ropes, lumber, block and tackle gear, pumps, some empty petrol drums, spare generators. I mean, it's packed, and there are like carts and such too. And by the way, like many of the buildings here, even though this one was new, it seems to have the same kind of style. So outside, it's like a ramp that goes up the floors. There aren't stairs inside. It's like each one is separated and only connected by this ramp on the outer portion.
I might just do like a little quick look around.
Yeah.
Anything interesting?
Make a spot hidden.
Sure. Oh, Charlie was so good at that.
Nice. There is a locker, like a metal locker, that is padlocked.
Okay. Yeah, I think that she would just kind of like motion at the padlock to the group. Something worth keeping locked up all the way down here? She'll just shrug a little bit.
You said there's mining supplies down here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a pickaxe?
Yeah.
Is there dynamite?
Not that you see.
Dang. Maybe it's in the locker.
Can I grab the pickaxe and I want to like put the tip in between the like prongs of the padlock,
Sure.
you know, and just like push to try to break it.
Yeah, make me a strength check.
I'm strong. I got this. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, it is not quiet, but you do it.
Things I should have thought about. It is done though. It's fine.
Do you open it?
Sure, yeah.
Inside are 48 sticks of dynamite with fuses, blasting tanks, and a manufacturer's manual.
That's so much dynamite.
That's too
And
much.
instructions.
Damn, I had one stick and now we got 46.
We just handed all over to Emma.
Just start packing
Get in
my
the
bag.
bag.
Got a crossbody. I'm just packing
And
it.
what'd you say were in those drums again?
It looks like empty petrol,
Empty.
like gas. Yeah.
Gotcha. I was about to say that's very interesting.
I'm gonna take the instruction manual too, just for some light reading later on.
Sure.
Some casual light reading.
Yeah.
I think Winnie makes his way to the ramp slowly and like listening out for like any signs of commotion.
Yeah. Mostly you just hear. Actually, yeah. Give me the listen check.
Here we go.
Can I listen to?
Yeah, of course.
I'll use a reroll.
Oh,
I love a good crit fail. Thank you, Eli.
Oh
And a hard,
no,
okay, a hard success
hard
and a
success,
crit
not bad.
fail.
that's so nice.
That's so nice.
Rerolls have not been on my side tonight, everyone. I just want y'all to know today.
So. You head up, and as you do, Ava, you notice this. Winnie, you're maybe a bit distracted, or consumed with thinking about, what's ahead. But Ava, the work has stopped. The sounds of the mining has stopped. And you hear footsteps. Many, many footsteps. Not running, very kind of slowly walking. Probably this way. For what purpose, you cannot tell.
I think because she's coming up the ramp behind Winnie, she's going to kind of grab onto his like coat and kind of pull him back a little bit, just like pull him up short.
Well, yeah.
Someone's coming. More than one someone.
From which way?
From up, right? Or from like where?
Like deeper, not up in that building, but like
Yeah.
from the excavation site that Kakakatak probably pointed out, like it's that.
Oh yeah, she would
Yeah.
point then.
How quickly and easily could we barricade a door? And quietly?
Yeah.
We could do it quickly.
You get one.
I don't know. Maybe I could do it quickly and quietly.
I'm to Kakakatak. I say, is he here or is he at the excavation site?
I think that's when,
Oh,
from above,
Right.
like almost like calling out from a window, "Are you all coming up?"
Oh my fucking god.
A voice that only one of you recognizes.
Of course. When he fixes his coat, straightens his tie. I'll see you all on the other side of this, and starts walking up.
Yeah, Ava will wait for the rest of the group. Probably let Ganny go first.
As I walk past Ava, I wanna say I as quietly as I can, I'll say, is one of those fused already?
The one that I would assume the one that she had did. The one that she has on her back.
I'll say, may I?
Yes, be careful. And she'll give it to Ganymede.
She, as she takes it, I'll slide it into one of the pockets in my field jacket, and I'll say, I'm always careful, my dear. I'm a scientist. And I'll start walking up the ramp.
Kakakatak laughs in all of your heads. I think you hear, "Oh, is that what you are?" She's very amused.
Love it.
Though, who's carrying the rest of the dynamite?
I'll continue to carry the rest of it. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I can, like, I'm probably not carrying all of it, right? I would say like half. I would think would how much? Like 10 maybe would reasonably fit in Ava's
Irene can
bag.
carry some of it. She's
Yeah.
always got her bag.
Okay. Though, of course, her mirth is cut short as you start to see shadows coming, and there are maybe 3-4 dozen of these kind of all walking in unison towards this building. You going up? What you doing?
I'm following Winnie.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Okay.
At a
What is
distance,
Kakatak
let
doing?
Winnie's face go first.
She's coming. I think she's
Okay.
bringing up the rear.
Good.
Any fear of the polyps that she had, she doesn't have the same fear of whatever's coming, so she's fine, just strolling. As you pass the second floor, there's a sliding door that's open, and inside you see cages. They're all currently empty, but there's nothing else on this floor.
Winnie just keeps going. I don't know if anyone else stops, but
Okay. And
They all
you
appear empty. I'll keep going too.
arrive at the top, which is just, there's not really a door here, it's just a heavy curtain. There are places, there are some parts you can't see that are like rooms, but it's almost like an apartment, except there are sections where there's a bit of machinery, these documents, that maybe with the, like Ganymede, you might recognize it as it's probably Yithian, like all the paperwork. And besides the man standing here, there is also a familiar looking marine chronometer on the wall, perfectly in Greenwich Mean Time. This man, Robert Houston, is sitting behind a desk. He has long, dark hair, very handsome face. Winnie, he looks a little younger than you remember him, which is strange. He's got kind of, his sleeves rolled up, looking like he's been hard at work. He rises from the desk, smiles genuinely and warmly at all of you. Would you like some tea or coffee?
Robbie,
Winnie.
how have you been all this time?
I've been really good, Really good. I have so much, I want to tell you. And he kind of holds his arms out like he has the impulse to come over and hug you.
Winnie will walk over to him and close the distance.
Yeah.
And oh God, I don't want to hug this slimy creature, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hug him.
Oh yeah, he takes it then. And as he breaks it, he kind of puts his hand on your cheek. And you see there's like emotion. He is genuinely pleased to see you. And he looks at the rest of you. So I've heard about you two. And he points at Ganymede and Irene. Ganymede Graves. Irene Blackwell. And you are...
Ava Cowles.
Ava. Wonderful. So tea, coffee.
Forgive me for saying so. Perhaps it's in my British nature, but you're being a bit rude to your other guest, aren't you?
Oh. Attack, I didn't see you there. And he laughs at his little joke because she's 10 feet tall.
In my mind, I ask Attack, the device, do you see it?
I don't see it.
Any chance during my hug with this horrendous man, I wasn't like feeling for it or anything, but like if I like hip checked a like hard box or something like that.
I don't think anything that you notice, no.
Okay. You have things you wanted to tell me, show me?
Yes, so that's a no on the coffee and the tea.
Oh no, we were hydrating our whole way up here, so.
Oh, that's smart. It gets very dry.
It does, yes.
Sit, please. And he sits back down at his desk. You do see one of the lightning guns, like, is on the desk, just, like, openly. There's also a copper-ish bowl that has runes on it. I do think you probably felt like he has a gun on him.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Ganymede will take a seat.
I don't think Winnie sits. I think Winnie like is pacing around the room and like looking at all the things with like curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ava sits down.
This is nice.
Irene probably sits, and she's got the blankest expression on her face right now.
Yeah, seeing that blank expression, he turns to you and he kind of leans forward like someone who is, again, everything comes across super genuinely. It's very off-putting. And he kind of like puts a hand out like across the desk as if he wishes he could like, like comfort you.
Take it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
I'm so sorry that Charles wasn't able to join us, wasn't able to be here with us.
Oh, motherfucker.
Not this. Not this.
There are, it's hard, isn't it, losing people you care about?
I assume you say so out of some form of shared empathy.
Yes. I'm so glad you understand. I mean, Winnie, you know about people I've lost. You've all lost. And he looks at Ava. I mean, he looks at all of you. I mean, that's what set you off, right? The death of your good friend. But I want to tell you, nothing is permanent.
Do go on, Doctor.
Yeah, he like shifts in his chair. The universe is so relative that really the average human we can't imagine it. We've kind of taught ourselves this self-defense. We teach ourselves not to see the evidence, but truths seep into our consciousness and through dreams. you've all dreamed. And he looks at Winnie.
This bitch. Yes, of course.
Things that you think of as just fantasy are achievable. You can pluck someone through time and space if you know how. And he looks like a cock attack. And I think Winnie and, yeah, definitely Winnie, you notice an anger. Like there's an aggressive kind of like chittering that comes from her.
Do you know how, Doctor?
Yes, yes. And the evidence is right there. And he gestures at Kakak attack.
Is that also what you did to Charlie?
Oh, no. He left on his own. My master made him a little bargain, which he took. I mean, like that. It was instant. That is a man who knows what he wants. And all for a woman. I empathize. Empathy, you know?
I think it would Ganymede who would notice this. Irene looks crestfallen.
Oh, Miss Blackwell. And he reaches in his coat pocket and offers you a handkerchief.
Oh no, she did not take it.
Yeah,
I think she shifted back in her seat, further away from him.
He folds it then.
Still pacing around this room and looking around. Anything of interest and also anything sharp, just like
like
for
that.
fun.
I mean, sharp. There's mostly paperwork, right? You see that marine chronometer, which I don't know if you have. I think they told you, like it's just like a fancy clock.
Shit, cool. Bye.
Yeah, just there are gears. There's like machinery in here, like kind of broken down and all, but it's mostly paperwork.
And so, Dr. Houston, what precisely is your role in all of this? Now that, how did you put it? Now that all pretense of analysis has been lost.
Oh, did I say that?
You wrote it, I believe.
Oh. I am here to help open the gate, to usher the way.
And at that, I think Ganymede leans forward from where she's sitting just a bit. And she says, then please help me understand. And I'm quite open-minded about this.
Oh, I know
I
you
should
are.
say, but why should we not simply kill you now?
He laughs. That is so you from everything I've heard. That is, quintessential Ganymede Graves. Because I want you to join me. And, I mean, we can talk more about it, but to kind of show you a little gift, a gift for all of you. You can bring him in, and you hear a door open. Looks like where there's a dining room inside, and you see the 3 Wycroft girls and their father pulling someone out who is like strapped to like a dolly. They kind of wheel them out backwards and then turn them around. And for Ava and Winnie, nothing really familiar, but for Ganymede and Irene, a familiar but impossible face. As you see, strapped to this gurney, Zebulon, Augustine, Claiborne, Montgomery, the third. And that's where we're going to end the episode. Pew, 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 pew.
What the fuck?
Yay! Yay! We did it!
Oh boy!
Yay!
So Tommy should be back with us next week.
Yes.
Which is very exciting. I've been playing that one close to the chest. We'll have a nice little Tommy right there.
Yes.
To join us. I'm so excited. I love Robert Houston. I loved this episode a lot.
Yeah.
Yay, this is all fine. There were like 40 zombie miners and the Wycrofts and this motherfucker and Zeb. So you'll probably win. So let's go around. Let's check in with everybody. Let's start with Eli.
Hi, hello. Wow. Jesus, fuck. Lauren. Out here working. I appreciate it greatly. Hi, hello. I'm Eli. You can find me at Reliable Elliot on Twitter, where I talk about tabletop RPGs all the motherfucking time, and it's great. Things coming up. One pretty big thing, I will be at PAX Unplugged, and I will be on a panel, and I'm super excited for it. It's going to be on queer narratives in tabletop gaming. So if you are interested at all in that and are coming to PAX, definitely check that out. Find it on the schedule. Other than that, you can find everything that I'm doing and all the things that all of my friends are doing, because I retweet the fuck out of that shit on Twitter. But yeah.
Summer, what's up?
So excited for Tommy to be back with us. Ava's like processing, having many thoughts.
Yeah.
And then also somewhere deep in my soul, Charlie has been called out and dragged through the filth. Through the mud. So that's fine. Not a big deal at all. That took it away. Oh, silly stuff. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Justice Summer Job. That's where I tweet and retweet about everything I got going on. Also stream a lot here on Twitch, so if you're interested, you can
Summer made Twitch partner. Everybody yell at her.
Yeah.
Yay.
If you are into RP, definitely go check it out. It's
Very
the
different
GTA
brand.
RP. It's very different, but it's very interesting. Twitch thinks I want GTA all the time now. I'm like, no, I'm only here for summer. Literally, do not come at me. I'm literally just here for summer Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go up to Allie. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I mean, I loved the title that you chose for this episode, but I think maybe in my notes, I'm titling this episode "The Lion, the Witch, and the Audacity of This Bitch."
Oh my God.
And I also, can I just say, you said at one point in the episode that you were giving me a present.
Yeah.
And at first I thought you meant the lightning gun, but now I realize you meant that you were giving me a chance to kill these fucking triplets who I've been hating for the last 6 weeks. That is a true gift
You're welcome.
to me as a player of this game, and I'm so
sure.
grateful. This was so much fun today. Thank you all for being a part of this with us, whether you're here live or you're watching on YouTube. We appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the subs and the donations, especially those rerolls, because because I'm going to use them next time around. And until then, you can find me on Twitter at Allison Robinson with 2 L's and a Y, where I still am, despite my better judgment, where I tweet about robots in space and TTRPGs and other really cool nerdy stuff like that. If you're into that sort of thing, then check it out there and let's connect. I can't wait. I can't believe we have to wait a week. Amazing stuff.
Excellent. Kienna, you like that?
One, our boy's back. I'm
Our
so excited to have our
boy!
boy back. You know, like that meme of like, my boy, we left our boy. That's been me and Irene the entire time, and now we get our boy back in a less than ideal situation, but we still have our boy back. So I'm very excited to have Tommy back next week with good Zeb, good sweet, probably been through hell and back Zeb. And also we have been on many continents. We have dealt with many cult leaders. We have not had a charismatic slime ball cult leader yet until now. And my God.
You like him?
Like this, like, like I think all of the other cults have felt like this cult leader is just part of one of the cultists. It just happens to be of a higher hierarchy. This feels like a cult leader that convinces you to come into the, which he tried to do. He tried to convince us to join, and we haven't had that yet. And that's been really, I want to punch him in the face so bad.
Yeah.
He just want to take his face and just punch that. Yeah, so that's been a really fun change of pace to have like someone with so much personality separated from the cult doing this, because wow, what a motherfucker.
Yes.
But yeah, you can find me over on Twitter at Kienna S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Come over to the internet. You also have the TTRPG stuff when I'm not here on the channel, but I'm mostly just here on the channel. The only thing I will plug is that right now there is a bundle going on to help a person in the community, Hello Ten Bear, or Jan, and I've got a game in there, as several other games are in there. It's a really good deal. You've got stuff like Wander Home, you've got stuff like Whale Song, you've got a bunch of really awesome games in there, which you can get for like $25, and it's worth over $500. And all of the proceeds go to help out a wonderful person who has lost their water supply. So it's really important. So we're all about mutual aid around here. So go check that out. And yeah, I've got a game in there. If you want to be a sad vampire, journaling, good stuff in there.
Awesome. So me, I am Lauren. I am that salty ginger over on Twitter and the salty half of this channel. I don't think I have anything personal to plug. I've been working the Roll20Con games next week, Friday and Saturday. It's like 4 p.m. through 10 p.m. Pacific. Kind of late night for our East Coast friends, but there's some really cool games. We're going to get a look at the mobile app and Strixhaven, and all POC Vampire the Masquerade game, Power Rangers First Look. There's some really cool stuff. Yeah, so that's happening. Otherwise, I'm just working. Super excited for next week. I don't know that I have anything else to say. Thank you to our sponsors, Roll20, Dice Envy, and Grinding Coffee Co. Thank you to everyone here who has been watching, and if you're watching on YouTube, hello. Hope you enjoyed that. I've been so excited. It's like, Robert Houston can do the spell. What does this spell do? Oh, it literally pulls people through time. How can I use that? Very exciting. So, yeah, catch up on YouTube. It's Salty Sweet Games. Follow us on Twitter, Salty Sweet Games, and all that jazz. We're going to go raid our friend Ellie, who I believe is doing a fundraiser right now. Super awesome charity streamer. So We're gonna go over there and
Yeah, if you got the hype emote, make sure to spam that. And
oh yes, we have new follower emotes coming in December, along with our 2-year sub badge, since we need that. Which is
we
great.
need to have those all of a sudden.
We need to have those, so we're gonna get some. But until next week, wave bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.